Generations of Americans have responded with a simple creed that sums up the spirit of a people. Yes, we
cook.
The pie warrior is done making entrees. He wants to satiate his sweet tooth. Whoa, what have you concocted to, concede to his demands?
We will concede one bread pudding. Actually,
Okay.
2 bread puddings. We are making ample bread pudding.
We've got 2 loaves of challah here. Do you need
That's
to
right.
use that kind of bread, or can you use other kinds?
Challah is good bread because it's very porous. It'll
Okay.
absorb a lot of the moisture. But any egg bread will work.
The eggly breads, as they're known
The eggly
in the
breads.
food pyramid. Now we have opened 2 cans of organic pumpkin puree.
That's
Is that
right.
what this is?
That's right. Now, it doesn't have to be organic.
Okay.
If you don't support organic produce, you can still make this dish.
We're going to make a lot of sauce because we don't want dry bread pudding.
Dry bread pudding is the worst.
Right.
Has to be moist.
Okay, so now
Moist bread pudding.
4 eggs here.
We have
in
4
this bowl.
eggs. And we are going to add in our brown sugar.
How much brown sugar is that?
This is 2 cups of brown sugar.
Okay, and I remember that when you put the brown sugar in your spoon, your measuring spoon,
You're packed. You're right. Good point. Good point. It's 2 packed cups,
Right.
which is substantially more than
Okay.
just 2 regular cups. We also need to add in our flavorings. This
So-
is our vanilla.
Okay.
Whatever vanilla amount is listed, never use that amount. Always use more than what is listed. So, I think this said something like a teaspoon. I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons.
Okay.
Because it would have been 2 teaspoons. So there's vanilla. And,
That smells great.
yeah.
I love how it comes in that little
thing.
Lilliputian sized bottle.
Yeah.
And then
Our
pumpkin spice.
pie spice.
Okay.
We're going to do 3 teaspoons of this.
Swirl it around there.
Mm-hmm.
Nice
2,
counterclockwise fashion.
3.
And how important is it to stir in a counterclockwise fashion?
Not important at all.
And then what is our final ingredient?
Cinnamon.
And how much of that do we need?
Again, 3 teaspoons.
So are we going to mix it up?
Yeah.
Just continue mixing until everything's been...
Yeah, it needs to be very thoroughly, evenly
Okay.
mixed. Let me try.
You don't seem to have much confidence in my mixing.
I think only 1 spoon is needed. Don't want any chilling out on the side, because while that might seem like a relatively small amount of spice, the spices we've used are small, period. So wasting a small amount of it will detract from the flavor.
Okay. You're not stirring in a counterclockwise fashion.
No, and I'm gonna add in.
How much we have?
the
We have golden raisins here.
Golden raisins. We've got a cup of golden raisins.
Okay.
And I'm putting them in there.
Oh, there goes the spoon.
Spoon down. Now we are going to pour this onto...
This is a big moment.
This is a big
I'm
moment.
going to put our cans aside,
Yes.
and I'm going to hold this,
Okay.
just in case. So what is your goal here? To cover...
Cover it. And we're going to use our hands,
Oh, no.
because I know how much you like really visceral experiences with your food.
Yeah.
That's what you're telling me all the time. Carolyn,
I want to
more
touch...
visceral
I want
experiences
to
with my
touch more
food.
of the things that I eat.
That's right.
Before
So-
I eat them.
It's actually important, really important, to make sure that this bread is very thoroughly drenched. I don't see you mushing.
It's like a physical manifestation of my worst nightmare.
What you're doing, though, is very helpful to the bread pudding.
I'm glad it's helpful to
because
somebody.
you're allowing its surface area to come in full contact with the
Sure.
marinade.
Okay. Well,
And
yeah, that's nice.
we're going to let it sit and soak
Oh.
for at least 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And then we're going to put it in the oven for 40 minutes.
So it's like the sushi of desserts. That doesn't make any sense in any way.
So this is going to be fantastic.
Let it sit
It's
for
gonna be
15
really
minutes.
good. Yeah, and meanwhile we'll make our caramel.
So we're gonna make a caramel sauce
Yes.
that goes over the bread pudding.
Yes.
Okay, so there's nothing in this pot. Why are we?
We're just heating it.
Heating
so
the
that
pot.
it'll be warm.
How much butter do you have there? 2
We have
sticks.
2 sticks. Again, I'm doubling the recipe because just as I hate a dry bread pudding,
Right.
I hate a bread pudding without enough caramel sauce. And I also want to have plenty of caramel sauce, not only for today, but for the rest of the week.
And how much brown sugar? We have 2 different kinds of brown sugar here.
Well, yes. We meant to have only 1 type of brown sugar.
We're gonna. How do we know when that butter's ready to go?
When it's thoroughly melted, then we're going to add in the sugar. That's quite a bit of butter. Now it's time to add in some sugar.
All right. So should I just?
Yes, pour some sugar. Okay, here, let's pause and let that dissolve in. Ooh, look at that. It's getting kind of nice and caramely. Okay, let's add in the rest of the sugar. Keep on going. Don't stop. We don't want it to scald.
So you're gonna keep stirring the whole time.
Stirring vigorously. Vigorous stirrings.
This is basically this is pretty much the worst possible thing that you could eat.
No. No.
Do you have health insurance, by the way?
Yes.
I hope so.
Now you just want to put a...
golden ticket.
Okay, let's try it with that much.
And now you're adding vanilla extract to taste.
Alright.
I got a golden ticket.
That's pretty good. Do you want to taste? See
I
if
do.
it needs any
Yeah.
more?
I mean, it's fantastic.
Yeah, I think that's actually good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go see my cardiologist.
Caramel sauce. You're so delicious. I love caramel sauce. And I love bread pudding.
And then after it's done, what are you gonna do with it? You're just gonna set it
Just gonna
aside,
set it aside.
and we'll bring it out later when we serve the pudding.
Exactly.
So our bread pudding has been in for 40 minutes, right?
40 minutes.
And let's take it out, see how it is.
Yeah. Whoop. Here we go. Okay.
And now,
We've got a piece of our bread pudding.
you ready for it?
And
You
we're
guys use
going
caramel
to...
sauce?
Yes.
Here we go.
We're gonna
I have to drizzle that right
drizzle
on
it.
top there.
But generous, remember.
All right.
Carolyn doesn't like a dry bread pudding.
Carolyn is a woman who knows what she doesn't like,
That's true.
especially when it comes to dessert.
Okay, there we go. Ready? Okay.
Here we go. Okay.
Really good.
It's very hot. It's
Very
really
hot.
good.
Very good.
I feel like I could run a marathon right now.
And see, even though we tried to get it totally soaked,
Yeah.
there are still
spots.
dry spots. That's
You
what
know,
the caramel is for.
That's what the caramel is for. This tastes like we put several pounds of butter and cream together with several pounds of sugar.
Which is what we did, and that's why it's so delicious.
Really good.
Yes, we
Cook.